Developments this morning in Rome as the College of Cardinals tries to decide on a date for the conclave. But once again, we're not hearing anything from the U.S. Cardinals. ABC 7's Alan Krzyzewski is live once again for us in Rome this morning. Alan?
And good morning to you, Judy. Still no date for the conclave to be set just yet. In fact, here in Rome, we're still waiting for one cardinal to actually show up here, a cardinal elector that is the last person that needs to join this group. The cardinal from Vietnam, we're told that he should arrive here later on today and should be present in a meeting later on tonight. Once he gets here, then that would clear the way, I guess you could say, by the rules for the conclave date to be set. But it's still actually up to the group of cardinals to decide when they're going to make that decision and then, of course, to then decide when the specific date for the conclave start is going to be. Earlier this morning, the American Cardinals arriving for their meeting here at the Vatican. This includes Chicago's Francis Cardinal George. You know, they got a slapdown yesterday of sorts from the College of Cardinals when that group decided that no more interviews should be granted during this particular time. That directive seemed to be in response to leaks from the Cardinals meetings that were being published in Italian newspapers here. There's no question, though, that the openness of the American Cardinals with their daily press briefings, the interviews that we did with Cardinal Francis George, were irritating the Cardinals from other countries who were not talking at all, and the Vatican itself, which prefers to be the sole source of information. Last evening, all the Cardinals gathered for a prayer service inside St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Nearby, the Sistine Chapel is now being modified in preparation for the conclave. They've been putting in flooring to protect the tile floor there, installing desks. They've been placing the stoves or ovens where the papal ballots are going to be burned following each vote once they get into the conclave. In the meantime, the Cardinals have been developing, I guess you'd call it a profile for what they consider to be the qualities that the new pope should have. Many of those discussions are actually happening outside their meetings. We might call them water cooler conversations, for instance, back in the States, but here they'd call them probably more likely cappuccino conversations. We do have another meeting among the Cardinals scheduled for this evening, and it's possible they'll be taking up the conclave date once again at this time. It's totally up to them. Live in Rome, Alan Krzyzewski, ABC 7 News. Judy, back to you in Chicago.
All right, Alan, thank you. I like that. Cappuccino conversations.